Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Nice.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff Awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the...
Ball's in the deep ball. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Going right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the Pitt Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Coming onto the field for the first time today, Ja'Kyrion Turner. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
Play action on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Making the Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride at the 15. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They had to kick a field goal on their first drive. They really need to punch it in the end zone on this one on 3rd and goal. Under pressure. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking for room. It's Turner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I loved it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. Pitt pushing the pace.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Running inside, it's Turner. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man.
Oh.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on 3rd down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just got to have. I know it's early.
Well, get off a block.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. down, Panthers.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Let's see what he can do with the return. Makes a move. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davidson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Look out! Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Sees a crease. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Turns up, it's Burrows. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Complete to start this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And they swarm him under.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. They just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Left side is Hicks. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, pressure's coming.
A square, not fucking trying.
That one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Clemson calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Air Force, taking on the number 22 team, the Army Black Knights.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout.
Hey, stole my ball.
Now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's the thing.
Bitch.
They may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Hits inside, it's Davidson. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Cuts it upfield. It's Turner. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. In traffic, it's Yates. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah.
Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Turner. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the left side. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right side, it's Davidson. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? They're all over him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and tried to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Turner. Enough to move the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The fake wants to throw. Holds on, it's Hicks. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide left, it's Hicks. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! On to attempt the try.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the ground, it's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
There he goes. He's at the 20. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking.
Just steamrolling the defense. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Drops back on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hicks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Second down, going to throw it. Rush is on. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. Quick with the spin move. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Rush right in his face. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Out wide.
Big play.
Kent. Touchdown, Panthers! Into the end zone for 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, We've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Nowhere to go. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Pitt calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On the run, it's Davidson. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. There's not enough on that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder.